Hi, I wanted to make this video because I thought it was important to talk you all about OCD and hopefully help some people who could be struggling with it. To all of you who struggle with OCD, I want to tell you that you're not alone. You can ask for help, you can share your thoughts and what you feel, and let the people around you know that you need help to overcome this. You have to tell them because it is not always apparent. People don't know the constant battle you have with your thoughts in your head. People can see the struggle that is living with OCD. But if you talk about it, they can help you and understand you and help you get professional help. And you too can look for professional help. These thoughts usually pop in our heads and we don't know what to do. We think they're real. We think that we have to do something or else something bad is going to happen, either for you or for other people, and that you have to do the thing your head tells you to do. The anxiety may lower when you listen to it, but then it comes back and becomes stronger and stronger and won't leave you alone with anything. The anxiety grows when we ignore these thoughts, but once some time passes, the anxiety lowers and you'll see that everything is alright. All these OCD thoughts are irrational and are just there to place a false alarm in your brain. The fear is real, but the danger isn't. But I know they are hard to ignore because they may seem real and they are inside of our mind. And we can't escape our heads. We can't escape our thoughts. But that's where you need to stand strong. If you recognize the thought is OCD by having a strong anxiety with an irrational sense of urgency, don't listen to it. Ignore it. It's no more than a thought. It doesn't have any more power than that. Don't listen or reply to the contents of the obsessive thought though, because that is also an OCD trap. Because OCD will never be satisfied with any reasoning you make up in your head to not do the thing or think about what it wants you to. And if you do this, this will make you anxious and make a giant storm in your head by trying to figure out why what it tells you is irrational and why you don't have to do it. But you don't have to do that ever, because the more you listen to it and the more you fight against the content, the more it will bother you and give you doubts, and even make you doubt about past things again, and it will never accept any response you give to it. So don't waste time talking to the content of the OCD. It will just make things harder and it will rile up a whole lot more of obsessive thoughts, and it will keep coming back with more. It doesn't matter what the content is. What matters is that it's just OCD. As real as the thought may seem, you just have to ignore it or reply to the OCD itself, not the content, and tell it that you have no reason to listen to it. An OCD may attack you with what you care about the most and what you love the most, but you gotta keep doing your best and not listen to what it says to you. If it's OCD, there is nothing you have to do or solve. I know it's easy to say it and hard to apply, but you have to stay strong. I know it may feel like you're trapped in your own prison, but you have the keys out of it as well, so you just need to keep fighting and free yourself. And once you ignore it, I know it will start saying things like you're a monster, you're a bad person, you are not worthy, but once again, you gotta keep being strong and ignore it, knowing that those are complete lies. Yeah, and sometimes we think, I know it's OCD, but I have to do the thing or else I won't be able to live at peace. Or, this is probably the last time you ask me to do something, so I'm just going to do it to be calm. But those are tricks, that's just the OCD talking. Don't listen to the things it says to you. You're not the things OCD tells you you are. You will always be valuable, and you will always have the freedom to choose not to do the thing it tells you to do, as much as it feels like you don't. Sometimes it will feel hopeless, like there's nothing you could ever do to make that anxious thought go away, unless you do the thing it tells you to do. But you got to ignore all of that, and hold on to the hope that you will be alright, that you will get through this, and that these are just thoughts that sometimes will bother you. And if you fall, don't worry, just get back up and try harder next time, for your own mental health and for you to be okay and better every time. Unfortunately, OCD will be with you during your whole life. But don't hate on it, it's just a part of you that you have to accept. You accept that it is there and always will be, but you fight against it, and it will eventually just become a minor bother, where you learn that it has no power over you, and that it will always try to play tricks on you to make you fall, but that you will always be one step ahead of it and ignore it and move on. Don't let it define you. Don't let it bring your life down. You are so much more than this OCD thing. You are you, and you have the right to live your life calmly and do the things you want to do. And sometimes it will maybe tell you that you can do certain things without doing something first, or that you have to do the compulsion before being able to do something that you want to do. But those are some of the same tricks to keep you away from your freedom and the peaceful life you deserve. Maybe this OCD will start telling you things, like that you're worthless or that you don't deserve to live, reminding you of past mistakes or unless you do the thing it tells you to do. But all that these things are complete lies. You will always be valuable and you will always be deserving of living. Everyone makes mistakes, but what OCD does is that it amplifies the mistakes you've done and makes it look like there's no running away from those mistakes, and that there is no worth in you anymore because of that. But again, that is truly false. You are human and you can make mistakes. The important thing is to just move on and try to be better next time. You are deserving of love, of life, and everything life brings to you. You are a part of this world, a part of this family, a part of all of us. You are yourself. And don't fall for the thing OCD tells you to do. Don't listen to it. Here it's important to use all the strategies you have learned or will learn in therapy. Distract yourself. Go do other things. Get away from the thing it wants you to do. Put limits to it. Make it wait. Ignore it. Or do whatever you can to not listen to it and not do what it wants you to do or not worry about the thing it wants you to worry about. And again, it will start pulling tricks on you like making you doubt if it really is OCD, if you really don't have to do the thing, but stay steady and stay strong. And an important thing is to not reply to the content of the obsession and not try to argue with it, because OCD will never be satisfied with any reasoning. You just have to recognize the thought as OCD and ignore it. And sometimes you will start doubting again if the thought is actually really OCD, but that's one of OCD's tricks as well. And it will also sometimes mark an intrusive thought as one thought of yours, making you doubt if you're a different type of person or a bad one. But those are just tricks to confuse you and frighten you and make you think that you're something else. But don't listen to it. You are yourself, and you make your path and you build yourself. An intrusive thought is just an intrusive thought. It doesn't define you, and it doesn't say anything about you. You know yourself. Don't let OCD make you doubt yourself and who you are. It will maybe keep insisting with that fear of being that person you aren't, but don't listen to those lies and irrational doubts. OCD will also maybe give you insecurities. It will make you unsure of your decisions, but you have to be steady and just be yourself and be the best version of yourself, out of love and not out of anxiety or irrational things OCD tells you. Just ignore these hurtful thoughts and keep moving forward. You can do this, you will always can, and you are not alone in this. A strong battle awaits, but you'll make it.